playing an Edmonton team that's very high-powering, but on the return, the Devils have been high-powered offense as well. What are you seeing out of your team that could be really strong against an Oilers team tonight?
Well, obviously we need to be ready. It's going to be a fast game, but I think we have to focus more on our game, more than theirs. I mean, we know what their strengths are, and we have to be aware of it. I think we're playing very good defensively now. Exiting the zone, we have to be strong on the walls, and I think that's the recipe for tonight.
The Devils are still shooting so much, one of the top teams in the league on that, a lot of goals this year. So what do you need to do to continue that, not only tonight, but moving forward?
It's all starting in defense. We exiting the zone very fast, and we want to spend time in their zone. We'll create those chances and the opportunities for goals. And so far, we've been doing a good job. Like I said, we have to climb and do it even better.
The power play, working on it in morning skate today. How are you seeing that develop throughout the season?
Good. I mean, we had some good looks. Last game we scored a big goal, right off the hop, and our specialty teams were very good, and we have to continue to build on it.
And you're not having to rely on just one area to get those wins this year. How are you seeing that really lift the group with the morale in the locker room?
Yeah, obviously the atmosphere is very good right now. We have 4 lines, going. Everyone is chipping in each game, and that's huge. That's the sign of a good team. We can't rely on certain players. Everybody has to chip in and, do everything that's possible to win a game.
It's been the first big road trip of the season. So what's it like being able to get out of New Jersey and have this team really bond as one group?
Yeah, it's always important, to spend some time with guys, on the road. It's nice, we've been waiting for a long trip like this, since the start. We're very happy to be together and spend some time, and I think so far we're having a lot of fun.
Thank you. John, you play your 200th NHL game tonight. When you look back on the journey that's been the past couple of seasons, what really stands out for you?
It's kind of all the experience that you take in. I mean, I didn't even know it was 200 games tonight, to be honest, and it flies by. You don't even think about it, and next thing you know, it's 200 games. So just kind of enjoy it as you go.
When you look at this Edmonton Oilers team, you've often been matched up against some of the top scorers on the other side. What do you really need to do in the defense to shut down their high-scoring offense?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to be aware when those players are on the ice. Obviously, McDavid, Draisaitl, and they got a couple other guys too. I think it's going to be a full team effort tonight to be able to shut those guys down.
It was unlike the penalty kill to let up 2 goals in that last game. So what is the refocus to get back and be more disciplined moving forward?
Yeah, obviously, try to stay out of the box is key, especially against these guys and the power play that they have too. Just tighten some things up in the PK, and, it is what it is.
When you just look at how your game has developed and your confidence has grown being with this group now that you're really settled in with the team, how do you feel moving forward?
Good. Obviously, the team's been playing well, and, having a younger group of guys, brings a lot of energy to the room, and, you're just kind of feeding off that, and, having a younger room, this transition made it a lot easier, so, it's a great group here.
And you're on your first big road trip of the season. What has it been like to be able to bond with the guys and really get everyone out of New Jersey focused as one?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, obviously you have a lot more downtime on the road, and guys away from the families you usually don't see around, the rink as much. So, get to know them a little better and kind of build that team chemistry a little more.
Lindy, both teams 7-3 records and both teams finding success. So what does your team need to do specifically to match a high-powered offense on the Oilers side?
Well, I think we really want to try to concentrate on our game. I think you got 2 teams with good speed. We want to use our speed. We want to get pucks in behind. We want to try to make sure that, we can get them playing a lot in their zone. We don't want to get caught up in a transition game, but I think if we utilize our speed, we can neutralize some of theirs.
How has the penalty kill really refocused after that last game?
Well, we've been doing a lot of good things. We made a couple mistakes, got a little loose on coverage. But again, we know they got a great power play, so we definitely have to be sharp. We can't have the same mistakes, and we've been really good. I think anytime you have a bad night killing penalties and you still win a hockey game, you're in a pretty good place.
What has worked so well with Marino and Gravy?
I think they just got some continuity playing together. They've read well off of each other. You try different things at different times, and those two have really come together as a pair. They've played against top lines. They've been doing a really good job 5-on-5, and they're getting back and breaking pucks out in a hurry. A lot of things that we stress.
Michael McLeod's going up against his younger brother here tonight. Well, how's he been for you guys this season?
Michael is, he's great in the face-off circle. His energy, what he provides going through people. He's his personality. Like there's just not a there's not a puck that he doesn't want to hunt down, and there's not a guy that he doesn't want to back check against. So, you know, his effort is exceptional, and that line gives us a lot of energy.
You've been in the league for quite a while. You've coached the Sabres back when they were a notoriously stingy team. Now you're coaching a team with a bunch of young, talented first overall picks. How has the style of coaching changed over those years?
Well, I mean, obviously the talent level has gone way up. I think the speed of lines 1 through 4 has gone way up. You know, you're hard pressed if you're trying to gap up against Connor McDavid to try to stymie him. You need help, and I think that's where the game has really changed. There's some elite skaters. You know, you look at what Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes can do. They make it extremely tough on the other team's defense. So the speed of the game is at a level that you know, wasn't there 10, 15 years ago.
Do you think that's because of the changes in the rules, or is it just maybe a new evolution, that type of player that we have in the league these days?
I think the training is exceptional. I think guys train year-round. I think every team realizes that speed is a big asset. So, you know, I think when you put lines on the ice now, I consider almost every line dangerous offensively.
And we also have a bit of a younger coach coming into the game. How would you assess what Jay has done as a new coach in the NHL?
He's done a great job. You know, I think that you look at the record, you look at what he did when he stepped behind the bench. He's done a fabulous job with that club.
What did you train? How did you train when you played? What was your summer like?
Well, we had 160 acres, so I would start at the fence post on the left, and I would run to the farthest fence post, turn right, and that would take you to the far corner of the property. Some of that was through plowed field, so that was a little hard running. Then you get into the barley or wheat, and you're kind of in the deep stuff for a while. And you'd round the stretch and come home. And that was training.
Thanks.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I do have one, and it's actually a really good memory. Mike Ramsey gave me a pass as I cut through the middle, and Lee corked me. Like I lost my helmet, I lost the glove. It was like a yard sale. He hit me so hard. But I'd been having problems with my eye for a long time. I'd lost the contact. That night, and this is a true story, that night when I got home, that contact lens was right there in the corner of my eye. It was stuck in the back of my eye, but Lee loosened it up for me. And that is a true story. And Mike Ramsey said, well, I get some credit too. I said, yeah, you get credit for a terrible pass, but Lee gets all the credit for getting it out. So that's probably one of my fondest memories.